Hey guys, Zach here. I just had some thoughts that I wanted to make sure that I got out and got to you guys and just was able to share the way I saw something. I got this incredible training at Success School when I went to the Fit with Froning workout. Whoop, if you were there, because that was awesome. Um, there were some things that I took away from that that I, gosh, I just got to share with you. So, first off, that is not the way I train. Not at all. Okay. So I look a certain way because of my training style and the things that I do, but my cardio is awful. I'm just terrible. And so I showed up, and let me tell you what, that workout, even though it's an intro to CrossFit, right? That was the basics. That was the basics kind of workout. I know people like Jose probably killed it, um, or Chelsea and some of you other CrossFitters and stuff. But for me, it not my style of working out. That super high intense heart rate, everything was just crazy, and man, it kicked my butt. So the point there is you can be an expert in whatever it is you do now. You can be the greatest car salesman, you can be the best teacher, you can be the best coach, you can be, whatever in your job and your normal thing that you do, but Advocare is different, right? It's not super complicated. It's just different, right? And there's growing pains and things that happen to it. So, as you go through these motions that are new for you, it may feel painful. It may feel painful, right? But it's just because it's different. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough or that you're not good based on the things that you've already done and the way you're an expert in the rest of your life. But it just means you have to do something new, and you're going to get a different set of results with that, or a different kind of result. And that's what we're looking for, right? That's why we're a part of Advocare, because whatever we've been doing isn't doing for us what we want, right? It's not, maybe not building our dreams, or it's not fulfilling all those little bits of purpose. And that's why some of us, most of us, I believe all of us at one point become a part of this business. So just know that you got to do things a little bit different. And it's four basic things. Just like this workout, and I thought about this workout was four basic things. It was air squats, push-ups, sit-ups, and burpees. Simple enough, right? Never said easy, just like Advocare isn't easy. Simple enough. But it was four things. And what do we talk about in Advocare? The four things we need to do in order to build our business. Take the product, wear your colors, share your story, introduce people to your sponsor. Four things, right? So here's what I noticed. While I'm working out, I got my face on the concrete because I wasn't even on the grass. I was close to Rich though, maybe 20 feet away. It was kind of cool. I could smell him, I think. No, I'm just kidding. That was weird. Anyway, so I'm on the concrete halfway through a burpee, and I pop up and I look around, and there's people jogging in place. And I do another burpee, and I look around, and there's people doing these air push-up things and jumping jacks. And even Rich Froning popped up, and he goes, looks like a lot of you are turning those burpees into jumping jacks. And I thought to myself, well, those guys are still putting in work. They're still burning energy. They're still doing things. So that's good, right? Sure, it's right, and it'll get them somewhere, but it's not going to get them where they need to go or the results they're looking for as quickly, or maybe even at all in some cases. So how often do we not do those four things? We don't take the product, we don't wear our colors, we don't share our story, and we don't introduce people to our sponsor. Four basic things, right? To get the results, you got to do these four basic things. And instead of sharing our story, maybe we're posting about single item slim down challenges or something on on Facebook, or we're trying to do these big social media blasts to get people interested, when instead what we need to do is go share our story, right? When instead of running in place, what you need to do is just rest for a second and do another burpee. It was crazy to me. You know, I'm thinking about this and going, oh my gosh, because like I said, this was not an easy workout for me. And because it was the one time that I get to work out with Rich Froning, I mean, that's probably never going to happen again in my lifetime. So I thought, you know, I'm giving it everything I got. It's an AMRAP, as many reps as possible. So I'm going to give it everything I got. And I was on the verge of throwing up in my last set of burpees. And I stand up and I'm hunched over and just kind of take a deep breath, and I look up, and Rich Froning looks over at me, just like stared at me, and then I hit the ground, right? He didn't even need to say something to me, but I knew what I was supposed to be doing. I knew what I was supposed to be doing. I wasn't going to run in place because that's not what I was told to do. I wasn't going to do air push-ups because that's not what I was told to do. Now, don't take this, I'm not digging at anybody that isn't physically capable of things, okay? So this is just an analogy. This is not me saying man up and do a workout. I'm just saying that we confuse these four things we're supposed to do, and we try to start complicating them, right? The other thing that I wanted to bring to everybody's attention is there was a lot of people there that showed up that looked the part. Holy cow. These guys, you know, they got their CrossFit socks up to here, and they got their CrossFit shoes and their bandana and their wristbands, and, you know, they got CrossFit Mayhem shirts and all these things, and everybody's wearing their Rich Froning gear, feeling awesome. And a lot of them were the same people jogging in place. Meanwhile, the guy 2 people down from me is wearing some nasty sweaty shorts and a big gray t-shirt, and he's pumping out reps. He's pumping out reps, right? So I think that, and I'm guilty of this too, is sometimes in AdvoCare we think that I gotta have the AdvoCare shirts. I gotta have these cool AdvoCare bags, or I gotta have these cool gadgets for doing displays. I gotta have a pop-up banner. I gotta have mixer boards. I gotta have a nutrition box in order to do AdvoCare. And then we get all those things, or some of those things, and we wear our colors, and we you know, we have our mixer boards or our nutrition box, and we think we're doing AdvoCare, right? But maybe we're not actually doing the work part. That's all the buildup, all those people that look the part and they weren't actually doing what it is that it takes to build AdvoCare. So what I want to say about that is, if you don't have a nutrition box, AdvoCare is not changed. It's still those four things. It's take the product, wear your colors. That can be a wristband. If you need a wristband, let your leader know. If your leader doesn't have one, call me, I'll give you one, right? Wear your colors, share your story. Share it. You have to. If you don't share your story with people, they're never going to know. They're never going to know about AdvoCare and what's available to them. So make sure your story's packaged the right way so that you know how to share AdvoCare the right way. And lastly, introduce people to your sponsor. And I'm just as guilty as anybody else. I get stuck on the fact of, what does Zach know, and what trainings have I been through that I feel like I should be able to sit across from somebody and get an advisor order right now. Well, yeah, maybe I could do that on some occasions, but the fact is, what happens then? They think that they need to do that. They think that they need to be that good, so they don't introduce people to me. So when I introduce people to Sarah or Levi or John Langdon or somebody, you know, crossline like that, and I introduce them to somebody else, and I bring in that third party credibility, what happens then is they duplicate that process. That's what they're going to do. So anyway, I just thought that there was an incredible training in that, you know, it was because it was 4 workouts, 4 things to do, and people weren't doing them. They were doing different things that were burning up their energy, burning them out, but they weren't getting the same results as the people doing the actual workout. When sometimes it's hard and you just need to take a deep breath and go right back to those basics. Listen to Charlie's CDs, and that's what he talks about is those basics. It's lips and shoe leather, belly to belly business. That's what it's about. So anyways, guys, I was a little fired up because I just thought that is an incredible training piece, thought, analogy, whatever that you guys needed. I hope it's helpful for you, and I hope that hope you got something out of that. Love you guys.